welcome to sim.bc, where it right now is, well, 0203, just like that. I know, it's quality pristine, right? It's only the prestige and premium for us. You guys don't know it, right? But I left my apartment at around 3 o'clock today. I reached the airport at around 4. Now it's 2 in the evening. Or in the morning, depending on how you see it. So I arrived 4 in the afternoon. Now it's 2 o'clock. That means that 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. I've been here for 10 hours. I've been at this airport for 10 hours, right? And I'm just happy it's not closing, because you weren't with me then. But when I went to Bordeaux, and just bear with me, I'm tired. I didn't sleep that well between Thursday and Friday, and now I'm awake Friday to Saturday. This is crazy. Probably gonna be awake from Saturday to Sunday too. Yay, Christmas Eve gonna be the best. But yeah, you probably don't know this, but when I arrived in Bordeaux, right, when I took the flight from Copenhagen, I actually flew to Barcelona first. And I didn't sleep at all on that thing, and I had an 8-hour wait in Barcelona before I took the flight to Bordeaux. And that was heartbreaking for me. And now I'm going to do the same thing here when I'm leaving Bordeaux, spending the entire day or the entire night at the airport. And that is, you know, not optimum, whatever you say, right? Sorry, I got a bit distracted. There are people walking around here, you know, doing everything. I'm gonna just show you around a bit. I'm standing like in the midsection between one of the terminals and, well, the other terminal. There was my mate who just walked by. And this is what it looks like, right? I'm walking around with 4 of these. Huge ones. And the guitar. It's not easy, right? Especially when I thought, right, that we're gonna close all the terminals at 1 a.m. Or sorry, at 12 a.m. Because I asked some people in the terminal office before, and I was like, do you close the airport at any point in time? Or is it open 24/7? And she was like, no, you all should be out of here by 12. Because we closed it from 12 to 4. So I was like really nervous from the case of 12 to 1:30 up until like basically a half an hour ago, when I kind of realized that, oh, I'm probably not going to get pushed out. But up until that point, I really thought I was going to spend the night outside. And my parents, they called and they were like, you can take him to an hotel. We found a hotel for you. And I was like, yeah, but imagine the experience. It's going to be quite the story, saying that I was actually outside of the airport. Because then I'd taken a taxi to the airport. I'd taken an Uber to the airport. I've walked to the airport. I've taken the bus to the airport. And now I'm also going to sleep outside the airport. Me and this airport, right, we're mates. We're bonding. But fortunately, I wasn't bored all the time. I had my brother who called me and talked with me for God knows how long, since 9 until now basically. And I was like, yeah, that's all good, it's alright, but shouldn't you go to sleep? Because you also have like Christmas stuff to prepare for. And yeah, so, but that was really nice of him and really kind. What would I do without him, right? Yeah, but what I was going to talk about before I was complaining about this setting, right? Soon home. Woo! Happy for the little things. Was that tomorrow you will see, as I said yesterday, or well, for me it's still the same day in a way, because I haven't slept right, but the Christmas video is going to be a bit, how do I say it, it's more energetic than I usually am. It's more spirit, it's faster paced, so to say, to be honest. Me getting over my stage frightness, right, talking even though there's other people walking around and looking. This is quite the experience for me, right, even though I'm so tired. It might be because I'm tired that I'm able to speak even though people are walking like past. Usually I'm just like pausing the video and be like, I'm not doing anything. I'm not crazy at all, sitting here talking to myself. Fortunately, right, I've seen people who are a bit weirder than just sitting and talking to a computer by themselves. I'm gonna do this because of, you know, convenience. Probably the sound is gonna be better too. Oh my days, it's gonna be if I'm not like known for my structure and my setup, I don't know why, right? I don't know what I'm famous for, right? Well, what I was gonna say, yeah, the Christmas video tomorrow, as you will all see, I put a lot of effort into it. It was a raw video still. It was quite amazing, I thought. It was kind of funny to make it. It was a really special video. It took basically 6 hours for me to do all of the photoshopping, which you will see tomorrow, the day on the Christmas Eve, the Christmas Day, and on, well, I don't quite remember, 28th, I think. I'm launching kind of a compilation video of the poems that I'm gonna produce. Yeah, teasing it all now, teasing it all. But it's gonna be all good, I hope and I think. But yeah, just bear in mind that it took me so long. I totally underestimated the amount of time that it would take to Photoshop. I just thought that you put in some pictures, you put in some icons, you put in some things you want to have in there, and then it all just sorts itself out naturally. No, that was not the case. I had to Google stuff. This was kind of not the first time, but kind of the first time that I used Photoshop for something big, right? So I had to go through all the short commands, had to go through everything, make sure that I knew everything, and then just try to implement and create my vision of what I thought that the Christmas video would be about. Also, we're doing the thumbnails themselves. I was so, you know, sitting there experimenting with things, so just bear with me when you watched it. I experimented quite a lot, so that might be why the result is as it is, right? With the FX and stuff. Crisp. But yeah, but the entire video might be a bit more energetic than I usually am, and I know that it's going to be a huge contrast, right, between today's video and tomorrow when it's Christmas Eve, and I'm going to be all like jolly and happy and being like, it's Christmas time, and right now I'm just like, I just want to lay down and sleep, and I'm so hungry as well, because you don't understand, I like, when I arrived at 4, I took a hot dog baguette, something like a baguette with 3 small hot dogs in it. Quite good, ain't gonna lie, I liked it. And before that I had like a small pizza, or half of a small pizza rather, before I left my apartment, and then I sat from, I don't even know, like from 5 to 9, and I was just feeling like I'm still hungry, I'm getting hungry, but I thought, hey, let's watch some YouTube clips, let's read some things online, and I will get more and more hungry, and that way I will be able to enjoy my meals easier, right? It will be better enjoying it because I will be so much hungrier. It's going to be so much better. So I will head there before they close. So I headed there at like 5 past 9. Turns out they closed at 9. So I'm really hungry. I'm really tired. That might be because why the energy level is at the level that it is. But yeah, just fast disclaimer there. But yeah, the Christmas video, easily one of the most fun videos I've ever done. 10 out of 10 right there, or 9.5 out of 10 or something, from my perspective, right? From my perspective, it was really fun to do. I really hope that you guys appreciate it and that you actually, you know, see it for what it is, right? It's not the best production in the world. It's not the worst either. I hope. It's probably somewhere in the middle, right? You can see that I put the effort in. You can see that I'm going for the kind of, what you would say, logic and comedy that I'm using on this channel with the raw format and all that, playing around with all the things. So I hope that you enjoy it, and it will be a blessing to see you mates watching it. It's going to be awesome. But yeah, but it took so much more time and effort than I thought it would be. And I mean, I thought it would, and I meant like, sure, I'm putting in the effort, that's no problem. But the time that it actually took from me beginning with like, okay, I'm sitting down now at 7. And then I produced this until like 1:30 in the morning. It was really crazy the amount of time that I had to put in. Like 90% of that easily was Photoshop. Some of it was, you know, a bit of writing. I know I'm saying raw, but you will see what I mean when you watch it tomorrow. I have something special in store for you right there. And yes, the smallest bit, probably like half an hour to 45 minutes, was the actual recording of the sessions. And yet again, as I said, I know that I'm rambling. You know, this last week, really rambly theme I'm feeling. But today it's basically because I'm about to pass out because I'm so tired. You don't even know, right? I haven't slept well for several days. I think I mentioned it yesterday as well, and now I'm gonna be up until Christmas Eve, basically. Christmas Eve morning, or the dawn of Christmas Eve. But it's gonna be all fine, it's gonna be all good, because tomorrow it's Christmas, and we can all rejoice in that, right? We can all feel like that's the jolly time of the year. It's gonna be awesome. Don't let my unenthusiastic impression fool you. I'm really looking forward to what I'm having in store for you guys tomorrow. So just hope that you like it, and yeah, bless me and all of me bags. Just a quick thing as well. Really funny to have a guitar when you're sitting at an airport when there's nobody here, and I'm basically like playing and singing for myself, and I'm like imagining that I'm this rock star and everybody, and I'm imagining all of the seats here being full, and I'm like, yeah, really awesome actually. Kind of nice to live out that fantasy a bit now that I actually stood on stage this Monday. Ooh, I know. Take all the pictures. I'm famous. And when I went here, I talked a lot of French with the taxi driver, and it, a surprisingly huge amount of French. I wasn't anticipating that myself, actually, that I knew that much. I was like, oh, I'm quite happy with it. So he spoke English, I spoke French. It was awesome, it was good. And his English, wasn't the best, wasn't the worst either. His English was better than my French, marginally, but better, right? You could totally understand that he was at a higher level of English than my French was, but there was still we could still interact. And I understood him, and he understood what I meant, at least, with my French. That was awesome. But when we got here, it turned out that he only took cash in his cab, and I didn't have any cash. I just handed him the card, and he was like, what am I supposed to do with this? And I was like, oh, dude, this is so embarrassing. So we took all of the bags out, put them down right on the sidewalk, and he was like, just wait 5 minutes, and I'll turn around, and I'll come pick you up. And that was the first time I realized, if I hadn't gotten a wagon, right, I just stood there with like 5 different bags, and I thought, I can't move, because I can't move all of these at the same time. I'm gonna move so slowly if I do move. But then he came after 5 minutes, and he actually ran into the airport. Sweetest guy, right? Sweetest taxi driver. Not only talking to me all the way and helping me educating myself and himself, but he also went into the airport, and then he ran around in here for like 15 to 20 minutes with me, making sure that I was okay. And I totally wanted to tip him. I paid him more than I had to, but when I gave him the additional tip on top of what I've already paid, he was like, no worries, mate, you just take that and grab a soda if you want to. And that was so good that he actually allowed me to keep it, even though I insisted that he take it, which is quite unusual for me. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest kind of person when it comes to tipping, not because people usually aren't worth it, just because generally in Europe, as I've understood it, it's included in their salary already. However, when I went to the US, I tipped all the time, so that's difference in mentality. But here the service was so good by him that I was like, you should totally have this, mate. This is a little bit of extra, but you totally earned it, and it was a lot of extra actually. But he was like, no, you should keep it, and it ended up with me giving him all the bills I had on me, basically, and because I took out cash at here, and then I kept some of the coins that he kind of gave me because I had to buy something to get change, whatever. So I had these coins, and I had like €4 something, and since I was so hungry, I went to and the restaurant was closed. I went over to the vending machines, but they don't take cards, and they don't take bills either, which didn't matter because they didn't have any. But if they did, I could have taken out more money and put in the bills, but they don't. They only take coins. So I walked up there and I was like, okay, right, so I have €3. It was €2.50, right, for a soda, and I was like, I'm going for that, because at the time I was thinking I had €4, and then I could use 1.5 to buy a bag of chips, which wasn't the best alternative. There were some muffins, but I really wanted the soda because I thought it was going to be outside, and I thought like, okay, I need the coffee in order to stay awake at all. So I was going for that, but then when I put in everything and I took out soda, I realized that, oh, the additional euro is actually in the cart, so I can use that. Now I only have 50 cents. What can I buy for 50 cents? Well, nothing. So I'm really hungry right now. I'm really tired. I'm rambling a lot. And this is my experience from the Bordeaux airport, even though I love this place because I've been here so many times. But yeah, I'm totally going to ease in the avoir, the voyage. I'm going to ease in the departure from Bordeaux very much by sitting here for like more than 24 hours at the airport. And everybody is also, just a quick thing, mentioned that when I said like, oh, I'm gonna go on this flight, and I thought I could acquire as much information beforehand as possible, and they were like, okay, good, which flight are you on? I'm like, the flight to Paris that later leaves to Copenhagen. And they were like, oh, that goes in 10 minutes, and I'm like, oh no, it's not that one, mine's at 6, and they were like, oh, in the morning, I understand. And I was like, no, in the evening. And they're like, why are you here then so early? That was because I couldn't stay at my apartment anymore, because they kind of threw me out. They didn't, but they were like, you can't stay here, it's against protocol, whatever. So that's my experience so far. I had lots of different videos that I filmed over the day with some commentary, but yeah, the Wi-Fi only lets me connect one device at a time. Kind of irritating, and I'm so low on effort right now. I probably just condensed it all to like a video or something in the aftermath. But yeah, I'm happy I got this one out. I hope that I will be able to upload it over the airport Wi-Fi. Have a nice one, mate, and I'll see you tomorrow, because it's Christmas Eve and then it's Christmas Day. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be all good. I'm really excited and really happy. So yeah, see ya.